So I thought I'd very quickly try and explain to you as we head into the autumn and winter months around Europe the effects of when it's wet outside and you see high relative humidity inside. And there's a few basics that are really useful for you to understand. So what I'll do is I'm going to work digitally today. So what we're going to have is we've got our chicken house here like this, and we've got our side inlets here and here, and outside here we've got rain. Yeah, so this could be 100% relative humidity. So what this means, and just to freshen up for you on humidity, so that 100% relative humidity says whatever this temperature of air is out here, so it might be, I don't know, 10 degrees Celsius, something like that, it is completely saturated in as much water as 10 degrees Celsius can carry. If, however, that wasn't 10 degrees, it was 20 degrees Celsius, that would carry more water, because warm air can hold more water than cold air. So there's a correlation between whether this is 100% for 10 degrees or 100% for 20 degrees. So temperature is linking to it, but just remember this relative humidity stands for relative to what that temperature of air can carry. It's not 100% saturation, whether it's 40 degrees or 0 degrees Celsius. Different temperatures of air can carry different amounts of water. So let's rub that out, and let's go back to an assumption that that's 10 degrees C. And inside the shed here is, say, 25 degrees C, shall we say? And obviously we've got some air that's coming in from outside that we know is 100% relative humidity. Yeah, it's raining. Obviously it's raining over the whole farm. So we're dragging it in. So what you might think is, oh well, hang on a minute, I've got inside here, my shed is now 85% relative humidity. If I pull in this 100% air from outside, will it not make it wetter, not drier? Well, just take it back to what I very first said about it depends on the temperature. And there's a very simple formula, which if you're sad like me you remember, and that is for every 1 degree Celsius you get a change of 5% relative humidity. Yeah? So if you've got air here, 10 degrees Celsius, 100% relative humidity, and you bring that into a house that is 25 degrees Celsius, this air that's coming in is going to warm by 15 degrees. So I'm going to do 15 degrees Celsius increased as I bring that air into the shed. Warmer air carries more moisture. 1 equals 5. So actually I've got 5 times 15, which is a 75% RH reduction. Yeah, because I'm lifting it by 15 degrees, and every 1 degree is a 5% change. And if you warm the air, it can carry more moisture, so the RH will go down. So actually in this scenario, with 10 degrees Celsius outside, 25 degrees inside, the air when it comes in here starts as 100% RH here, yeah, because it's outside at 10 degrees. It will come in here, and by the time it goes up the roof line, starts to turn and come down, it's probably, here it's 10 degrees Celsius, here it would be, let's do it easy, 15 degrees Celsius, here it will be 20 degrees Celsius because it's starting to mix with the air, and by the time it gets to the birds it's 25 degrees. So 10 degrees Celsius, I'm now at 15 as I go up the roof line, so I've changed 5 degrees Celsius, so that's 25% reduction. So I'm now, let me just change my colour, so I'm now here going to be, I've took 25 off, so now I'm 75% RH. Here I was 100% because I was outside. Then I lift another 5 degrees as I go up the roof line. I'm now 50% RH. And then as I come here, I've got another 5. I'm now actually, that air I brought in from outside is actually only 25% relative humidity. So when I then mix that air that came in, that is actually at 25 degrees Celsius, only 25% RH, and my shed is 85, I have an ability to bring RH down in the shed, even though it's cold and wet outside. The key is this temperature difference. Yeah, it's all about the difference between the temperatures and what that does to the humidity as it comes in the shed. Otherwise it's a bit confusing and you think, well, I'm bringing in 100% wet air, it's raining outside, how's that going to help by using ventilation influences and ventilation to dry out my shed? And hopefully that makes it a bit clearer for you.